Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, September 30th, 6 a.m., and we're going to do our COT report for the information that came out on Friday. Just a quick reminder that derivatives trading is inherently risky and past performance is not indicative of future returns. Last week on the S&P, we stayed over our rotational zone high that was at this 57.75, and we stopped just shy of our pivot for the week and just had some nice longs off of that 57.75 level as we headed into the end of the week and into PCE. For this week, commercials have gone net short. So they haven't really taken a position since August, since we had the VIX at 65. They've just been back and forth, and we're waiting to see a sizable position get built. Open interest did drop as well, and so we'll have to watch for capital to be deployed. For this week, we are looking for rotational price action between 58.17 and 57.29 with our pivot at 57.72. If we get over 58.17, our pivot is 58.58 with a target of 58.84. And under 57.29, we'll look for shorts down to our pivot of 56.78 with a target of 56.36. And now to answer last week's quiz question. The answer was 2007. It's very similar to what we're seeing now. Market is at all-time highs now, where it was near all-time highs back then. First rate cut was 50 basis points on the exact same day in September. So the big key difference that we'll see how it plays out this time is if this is a liquidity or a solvency problem. So now, as we discussed last week as well, having the ability to call an audible, this week we're looking into the Fed's credit card, which is the stock market. So if the market continues to rise, assets inflate in value, which leads to higher balance sheets for banks, and they can continue to lend more money. So it feeds the machine with liquidity, pumps liquidity into our economy by allowing more loans to be written without printing any more money or changing much of the equation. So while they say that the goal is maximum unemployment and to get inflation down, the third leg here that we always want to pay attention to is the S&P. Because remember, when we have FOMC speakers or key events, that the market is their credit card, and so they're always trying to extend their credit limit by using the tools that they have. Only when the bill actually comes due do we actually see a market correction, and that was with the yen carry trade, with NVIDIA earnings slowdown, so rate of change adjustment there, with last year in August with the Fitch rating downgrade. There's always these headwinds that we want to pay attention to. But for now, as long as assets continue to rise, there's little the Fed will need to do to shore up bank balance sheets. And so just always remember that the next 4 to 5 weeks, with the election as well, that these headwinds are present. So now we're going to go into a couple other instruments. We'll do the 6A, which has been very bullish, and Bitcoin. So on the 6A, first time commercials have been going net short for a little while, and we usually see a pullback after making a very large move. We will be looking for a short-term correction, and so we will use spot 68840 is our upper rotational zone. If we stay over that, we're looking for spot 69485. If we come back into our rotational, spot 682 is going to be your major level to watch, and that should take us down if we fail at spot 676 down to spot 67205. With an end target of spot 66785 if this really begins to liquidate on that short position. On to Bitcoin, commercials did go very long, added to their long on this push that we saw last week, and we will look for that to continue this week. So we're looking for a rotational price action between 61,790 and 66,325 with our pivot at 64,200. Over 66,325 and commercials will push to 68,795 and 70,030. Under 61,790, our pivot is 59,465 with an end target of 58,370. Have a great week out there trading, everybody. If you are interested in learning to plan for any market, to have access to some of these tools and others that we don't show regularly that monitor the positions of the largest traders in the game, check us out at Sticks Trading Academy. You can see our courses and our Discord offerings. Have a great week, everybody.